Tips and tweaks for podcasters. Hi everyone, Jennifer Hensel here. This video is created specifically for the Women in Podcasting Awards nominees, but anyone with a podcast will be able to get some tips and some tweaks to be able to increase your listenership and expand your reach. This video goes hand in hand with the Rise Reach Results Roadmap Overview, so make sure you watch that one first so that you'll know where to find everything. These are just my notes in addition to that, specifically for podcasters. So podcasters, as you could see in the first section, the Rise Mountain, that's all about your mindset, and we really want you to have a community-oriented mindset as far as the awards go. The awards are a great opportunity to rally your listeners, which is another step in growing your audience and building your community around your message, getting people involved. It's a way of getting your listeners engaged in your content and your message and about you as the podcaster. You want to be a leader in your niche, and awards are one way to do that. We created it as a people's choice style of awards because of the community aspects and the connection aspects. We want you to connect with your audience, and we want you to connect with each other. I see collaborations already happening amongst the podcasters, so it's really exciting for me to see all the connections that are being made. So think of it as an opportunity to connect with your listeners and create a community around your message. Now, in the Reach section of the program, we talk about your story, your bio, your USP, and all of those kinds of things. So make sure you watch that first video. So remember, I talked about if you want people to find you, then you need to make it easy to be found, right? So at the time of this recording, it's the first year of the Women in Podcasting Awards, and all the nominations are in, and about 80% did not submit their cover art. That was a requirement in the nomination application, and about 80% did not submit their cover art. We had to get it from Apple, or the cover art was just hard to find and locate, so we had to email the people. Or we had to resize the cover art because it wasn't submitted in the requested size. So those things had to do with the images. As far as the content, some provided way too much content, way over the number count that we gave of 75 words, and we had to cut it off at the 75 words, or the closest sentence at least. And that's where the USP will come in handy for so many of you. It just takes a couple hours to work with the outline that we've given you. I've given you a fill in the blanks outline, and if you can't submit a 75-word version of your description, then you need to go through the USP and pitch exercises, because it's actually a great exercise for clarity as well. Because if you struggle with that, then you also need to have more clarity around what you're offering and what you provide. You need to be able to introduce yourself in a very concise and very impactful way. We also had a number of people send us the wrong links. Overall, some either need to work on conciseness, some need to have more content or keywords in their descriptions to get more reach and visibility. And there's a handful, about 20%, that have most of those pieces. So some of you have nailed it and have all the pieces in place, but most did not maximize the opportunity and traffic of their show notes. Many didn't have links to all the platforms. So you're missing a huge opportunity there. You could be leaving listeners on the table, because if someone finds your podcast, but then there's no links to, say, Apple or Spotify or wherever a person wants to listen, then you could lose them as a listener. I also rarely saw a call to action. I'm going to give you the tools and exercises that you need to be able to do this. So how to fix this? Number 1, do a show notes makeover. Add your cover art, add your icons, add a call to action. This is where you grow your email list as well. Put an opt-in form in all your show notes or episode posts. Look at the Women in Podcasting show as an example if you want, womeninpodcasting.net. Make sure to have links to all the different platforms so you can have those with little icons for each one, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, etc. There's also plugins. So WordPress has plugins that you can use. I use a plugin. You can look at that on my show as well as an example. It's got all the little podcast platform icons, and I just put my links to my show so you can put your links to your show in there, and it just works that way. So that's a plugin that you can download for WordPress if you're not on WordPress. There's lots of other options out there, even if you have to do it manually and put the links in there manually. Make sure that you click through or link through to all of the different podcast platforms where people can listen to you, because everybody has their preference of where they like to listen. Have your cover art somewhere on your show notes that someone can right-click and download it. Okay, and then have all your cover art stored somewhere in different sizes. So for example, in this collaboration, we needed 1080 by 1080, which is a smaller square, because for podcasting, most of the platforms require 3000 by 3000, and that's too big of an image that we wanted for this particular collaboration. And there's lots of collaborations where you need different sizes of your images. So make sure you keep them somewhere in a Google Drive or somewhere where you can access them quickly and provide them to someone so that you can, participate in collaborations as they arise more smoothly and easier for you. Regarding your content, revisit your USP and your pitch exercises annually or on a regular basis. Keep tweaking them. It's always a work in progress. And a lot of times we need to refresh these things, update them, make it more accurate and concise as you move along in your podcasting path. Have your stories and content saved in different lengths for different purposes. So have a place where you can keep your USP, your pitch, your podcast descriptions, a short one and a long one. 3 to 5 sentences is most ideal. Again, if you struggle with getting it concise like that, then that is a sign that you're missing focus and clarity on your overall message, because you should be able to produce different lengths of messages that describe your purpose and your passion and what your project is all about. Okay, so you need one place to keep all your stuff organized, your images, your content. A Google Drive is great. I like Google Notes. And keep it all in there so it's easily accessible. It's a very small tweak that will make a big difference. And you just need to schedule in a little bit of time to work on this, because there's lots of opportunities like this. I do collaborations every month. It's a chunk of my income is doing collaborations and affiliate work and all of that kind of thing. It's a big piece of my business. It's really, really important to be able to be stealthy and quick at, being able to take advantage of opportunities as they arise. And one way to do that is to make sure all your assets are in one place where you can easily access them. That's why I created the quick links page template for you. And that's why I created a full funnel. So on the quick links page, you can have all of your basic things. You can have your cover art. You can have links to all the different platforms where people can listen to your podcast. You can have a link to your lead magnet. And then the funnel helps to draw people. So they'll go to the lead magnet. They'll sign up for that. And then you can present your offer. You can present them with joining a membership. Or, you can even call it just support the show or be friends of the show. It doesn't have to be really complicated. It can just focus on community if you're working on a lower level membership. And if you even have a high ticket offer, you can put that on your quick links page. You can have links to all of the things that you want to introduce people to in your universe. Okay, so I've created those templates to help you to get your message out, to get more listeners. And if you want to monetize, this is how it's done. Use this funnel template and you can start monetizing your message right away. When I started the Women in Podcasting Network, I had 100 people join in the first 10 days. That was 100% from using a funnel and email. And it was an amazing community. And, people wanted the resources that I had to provide to help them to expand their reach, to increase their inner work, and to monetize their message. And so you have something that you can offer your community, and you might be surprised at the response. You can also create a lead magnet that people can get if they vote for you. Don't be too strict with it, because then it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you offer a lead magnet in exchange for voting, it's got to be free for you. It shouldn't be something expensive like a physical book or anything like that. You want to just be able to say, hey, I'd love your vote. And if you vote for me, send a screenshot and I'm going to give you this gift, and then tell them what the gift is. Or you could just say, click here for the link to vote for me, and I'm also going to give you a gift. And you can just give them the vote link and your gift on the one thank you page. That's a quick way of doing it too. It's just drawing people's attention to it, right? And then when they go there for the gift, they'll probably click on the vote link and vote for you as well. So there's a few different ways you can do it. There's lots of different ways you can do it, but there's a couple examples. So make sure that you use the funnel that I gave you to set up a lead magnet, and it's going to help you in the awards, and it can help you way beyond the awards. The funnel I've created for you is free. It doesn't cost you anything to try it. You could create a lead magnet and see how your audience responds. Some lead magnets, I get more response than others, but all of that is intel. You either earn or you learn. And so it's really, really important for you to take the leap. And if you really want to monetize, if you feel stuck, this is a good place to start. You can build your list and get to know your audience on a deeper level. Of course, if you're a guest on podcasts, all of these things can work for you, because on your quick links page, you can put a link to your speaker bio, or what they call your one sheet, your speaker one sheet. I have a template for a speaker one sheet in the Women Podcasters Club. And so that's one of the items in the membership. It's a Canva template, and you can just go customize it and put all of your own information in it. But it's good to have a speaker one sheet, and then you can link to that from your quick links page, and you can have your photos as well, your headshots that you need to use for any guest appearances. And so all of the things I've given you can help with all of the different aspects during the awards and after the awards. For the funnel, I'm using what's called System.io. It's just a new platform or a newer type of platform that helps you to create funnels really easily. And so that's why I've created that funnel template for you to help you get started fast. And it's free to use with that one funnel. Okay, so if you want to upgrade, I'm in the top level of it because I just love it. I use it for all kinds of things. It has helped my business. It's definitely grown my business. But I have been using email marketing since 1999. And I've used a different platform called Constant Contact for that. So if you just need email marketing, that's a great platform. But if you want a full email marketing and funnel system, I highly recommend System.io. It's working great for me. If you're new to all of this, use the awards to practice. Use the awards as an opportunity to practice some of these new skills. And don't forget to go through the entire Rise Reach Results roadmap while you have access to it. And watch all the other masterclasses as well, because I do a deeper dive into a lot of the different sections of monetizing. You can do this, you can. All you need to do is schedule some time in to learn this system, and you can do a whole certificate in this system in only a day or two. So imagine how that could change your life and business. I'm going to give you the tools and exercises that you need to be able to do this. Start playing around with this funnel and just see, what else it brings up for you. What other possibilities could be there for you? So I'm also here for you. I do have a 10K program that's a 4-month program. It's accelerated, so it helps you get through the steps and get up and running quicker. But if you can't afford that, I do have individual sessions for members. You need to be a member of one of my programs, either the Women Podcasters Club, which is only $5 a month, Rise Reach Results, which is only $7 a month, or my Inspiring Influencers Club. Now that one comes with, you actually get access to some of the Canva templates to customize them and use them with your own clients and members, so that can help you build a membership. And that one is $27 a month, but a really good value and really saves a lot of time for someone that wants to get monetizing quickly. And also a PLR pack as well. That's usually $47 a month. You can get all the memberships right now for only $197 a year. That's a huge savings. All right, so I hope those tips helped. Let me know if you have any questions, and watch the Rise Reach Results roadmap overview. If you haven't watched that yet, then this video will make a lot more sense. I really appreciate every single one of you, and that's why I create these tools at a very affordable price so that people don't have a financial barrier to get some of these tools and some of these resources. So I really appreciate you. I look forward to connecting with you further. Bye for now.